Now, you know I like to do a lot of outdoor activities like riding electric skateboards and bikes and things like that. And I've had a couple of Bone Conduction headphones on the channel before. Today, we're going to be looking at the Naenka Bone Conduction Bluetooth Runner Pro. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. I like to ride e-skates, I like electric bikes. I like a lot of e-mobility. And the thing is, if you're riding those things, you have to be really careful because the people around you that are driving and elsewise, they're not paying that much attention to you. So if you have headphones in, like, AirPods or big Beats headphones on or something like that, which you shouldn't be because you should have a helmet on, you aren't going to be able to hear your environment around you. So something like this works really well. Also, if you're a runner, or if you, this one, let me show you this. This is the plastic that was around them. It says Bone Conduction headphones. It's IPX8 waterproof, which that is a very high waterproof rating, higher than any of the other ones that I've had. It also has an MP3 player built in with 8 gigs of memory. That's not a lot, but you'll be able to put a decent playlist on there. Bluetooth open ear headphones, and they say for swimming, swimming, running, cycling, anything like that. These are the Naenka, I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sure I'm not, Runner Pro model. And it says right here, Bone Conduction non-plug-in futuristic tech, Runner Pro. Let's slide that out of there. It says be open. Then when we open it, the headphones are sitting right there, like that. They come on out of there. Accessories. Oh boy, I can't remember if so you get some headphones, some earplugs in there. All right, and the manual and, this cable, this cable I'm going to show you here in a second. This is not just your ordinary USB cable. I am not exactly sure what this is. Let's look at the manual. Okay, so the user manual here. As you'll see right there, it has a magnetic charging port, and let me show you that. This is, I don't know, I like that it's magnetic. To me, it feels like it needs to be a little bit stronger. So it goes on there like that, but it pulls off real easy. And it only goes on there one way, because that's how the magnet sticks. So you're not going to be able to plug this in and let them hang there because it pulls right off. But if it's sitting on your desk, it just goes like that and bingo, bango. So it says indicator light. There is an indicator light that's right there for charging. I do like the way that the buttons on this one are. They're raised and there's only 3 buttons. They're kind of separated. So that's one of the problems I've had with them in the past, is that when I'm wearing them, it's awkward because you're reaching up here trying to find those buttons and trying to figure out where they are. These are very easy. There's just a rocker and a power button, and I like that. And there is a microphone on here, so you can use these like if you get a call or something like that, not a problem. It says while using, if only the red light flashes and DD sound indicates that the battery is low, it means you need to charge the earphones, so that's pretty simple. And that is how you'd wear them on your head. You can see the ears right there, and it's just sitting right outside the ear. There's a bone that's right there that just sits right on that little bone. Pretty easy instructions. It shows you how to answer the phone and everything else. I've used it for that. When I'm outside though, with any of these, because they all do that. When I'm outside and I've got a lot of traffic noise and stuff, phone calls on it aren't perfect, but music sounds really good. So you can switch from Bluetooth to MP3 mode, so you can just play your songs and it tells you here how to download them. So basically you would just go ahead and plug this thing on right here, and then you'd plug that into your computer, and then you would put the music on it. I've got a few songs on mine. Now here are the product specs on here, okay? So the charging time on these are about 2 hours. That's not too bad at all, and I will say that's accurate. 10 meters for distance on the Bluetooth, so you could put your phone on the side of the pool over at the table or on your chair and go for a swim. Waterproof IPX8. So on their website, they show people swimming and all that kind of stuff out in the rain and everything. So I haven't done that yet because it's too cold here to go into the water, but maybe I'll wear them in the shower before I finish this video and talk about that on camera. So playtime about 6 hours at 65% volume. And the music that it supports is MP3, WMA, WAVE, APE, or FLAC. If you've used these things before, you know how they work and you know what they do. If you haven't used them before, you might want to try them out. Like I say, it's not exactly like the same thing as wearing over-the-ear headphones or even AirPods Pro. It's a different thing. Once you get used to it, like when I first put them on, I was like, okay, that's weird. I'm hearing it, but I'm not. Well, you're really not hearing it. There's no like speakers on these things, really. Some of them do. I know the Shocks, they have a little bit of a speaker right there. These do not. They just do vibration. But I can tell you that you can hear these if they're cranking and you're in a quiet room. Other people can often hear them. So yeah, turn them on. You just do this. You're not going to be able to tell, but you get the light there. So there's a little indication inside there she talks to you. So really my only gripe with these is that the magnets could be just a tiny bit stronger. I would like that. So I know I'm probably getting this name wrong, but Naenka, I think that's how you spell that, Naenka, or you say that. Either way, these are pretty cool. Now, sound-wise, I've had 3 different sets of headphones here on the channel. The Aftershocks, which is now called Shocks. I've had the 9 Digital, and now these. I have to say the Shocks or Aftershocks might have the slight edge when it comes to the audio quality. That might be because they seem to have like a little bit of an opening here for sound, and maybe that's adding a little bit more of the tonal quality. But overall, these things, they're definitely better than the Digital 9 as far as overall audio goes. But neither of those other 2 headsets that I have are IPX8, which IPX8, that is one of the higher, well, I don't know if it's the highest, but it is one of the higher levels of waterproofing. Of course, our swimming pool is closed right now. The ocean is very cold, so I didn't take it out there. And actually, salt water isn't good for any kind of electronics, even if it is waterproof. But we do have the sound here. Either way, any of the water outdoors here is just too cold. So I did take these into the shower. I wore them while taking a shower, listened to music. It was great. Didn't affect them at all. The headphones came out perfectly fine. So, you know, they're saying on their website that you could take these things swimming and whatever else. So, I mean, you know, hey, that's pretty cool. Not to mention, these do also have onboard music. I mean, you can put 8 gigs of music on here. It's not a whole lot, but I mean, it's a good, decent sized playlist. Right now, I've got about 15 songs on here. Of course, I prefer using the Bluetooth because, well, you know, unlimited selection of music through my Apple Music and that kind of stuff. But if I wanted to take these things swimming, or I don't know, if I was doing some kind of activity where my phone couldn't be in Bluetooth range, well, having music directly on these, that is a nice plus. They're very secure. I mean, you could twist these things all up and stuff. My only real complaint with these is that the magnets on that connector are not very strong. I mean, you have to be able to set these down on a table and plug that in and gingerly do it. Not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker at all. Audio quality on these is actually very good. It's bone conduction, so it's doing it all for the little bones that are right there outside your ear. It just sits right there. As a matter of fact, let me show you. See, so it just sits right there on your ear. It's vibrating through the bones of your ear right there. And they fit perfectly. They sit right there low on your neck, and you can move around. There's lots of freedom and stuff. I like them a lot. And depending on what helmet you wear, some of the helmets, they are a little bit lower rising right here, so a little bit tighter and stuff. And also this part right back here can sometimes interfere, but on this helmet, it sits right behind that thing, so it's not a problem at all. I don't know if you can see that right there. Had to take the glasses off because, you know, they kind of have to go over your headphones right there, but you can see with the headphones on and the glasses, no problem at all. Now, if you haven't tried bone conduction headphones, it's a little bit different at first, right? It's not the same thing as having earmuff type headphones on or even your Apple AirPods, but your ears are wide open. You can hear everything that's going on. And even if you're somewhat hearing impaired, these will help because it's not actually hearing, it's actually vibrating the bones inside of your ear and your head. Of course, that's how all bone conduction headphones work. The verdict on the Naenka is that if you are looking for something that is really waterproof, that has onboard storage for music, you really can't go wrong. I'll put a link down in the description where you can find them along with a discount code. So these are the Runner Pros from Naenka, and I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button as well as a notification bell. If you click both of those, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I have a lot of content scheduled for the channel here with e-mobility, electronics, maybe even a little bit of guitar stuff, as well as the content that I've always had here on the channel. So I really appreciate your support. It's very humbling to me. So if there's something on the market that you think I might want to look at here in the channel, heck, even like video and photography equipment, because I do a lot of that, let me know down in the comments and we'll see what we can do. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.